you guys? Must be doing fine. I am going to teach you crop protection and management chapter today, and I hope you know me already. I'm Anjali Ahuja, your biology teacher. So let's not waste the time. Let me share my screen and start teaching you. So the presentation is here, and let me just put it on the slideshow. Chapter is really very important. I mean, for sure, you can have a 2-3 marks question in your paper. And I'm gonna tell you that while the time I teach you what question can be there. So the first thing was the first thing that you see on the screen are the farmers. They're working. So basically, guys, before we learn the chapter, you have to imagine yourself as a farmer. You are a farmer and you are growing a crop. Now, from starting to end, what you have to do, think about it. What you will do if you want to grow a crop, suppose wheat crop, you want to grow it from the starting till the end. What steps are needed? You need a seed, you need soil, you need to grow it up, you need to take care of the soil, you need to take care of the seeds, it should be healthy, you need to water it properly. Then by the time it is grown, you will cut it. And then after cutting also it needs to be stored. There are a number of steps. This chapter, it's really important. We need to learn gardening. We need to learn take care of the plants. And for that, this chapter is something that is going to give you a little knowledge. So let's start it. So first of all, I have told you this already. This is like you can have in board two or three questions. Even if it is an MCQ, if that is included in your paper on 1 to 2% in science Olympiad. And in this chapter first, we will be covering crop, the types of crop, agriculture practices, as in if you want to grow a crop, what are the steps that we need to follow and how we prepare the soil. I mean, into the agricultural practices, I'll tell you all the steps, and then we will be learning the steps in detail, one by one. So into the preparation of soil, you can consider that's the first step that we are doing. That's what we will be covering. Let's start it. So first of all, if I talk about the introduction of the chapter, first, why we need food. Obviously, we need food because we need energy. Food is the one that provides us energy. We do a lot of physical work. Our muscles internally, they can get damaged, the cells. We might not feel it, but at a minor level, there's always some repair work that keeps on going all ways and always. And for that, food is needed. For surviving, food is needed. For energy, for the repair process in the living organism's body. Next one. How do plant and animal get their food? Do I have to talk about it? Since your sixth class, you have been learning this. Plants are photosynthetic, they are autotrophic, and animals are heterotrophic. We eat the plants, and obviously, many of us, I'm not, we are omnivores. We eat plants and animals both. And I am a vegetarian, so yeah. Okay, so let's move further. First of all, let's understand the definition of crop. Suppose you're growing wheat. You are growing it at a high scale. You are growing a crop. If anything we are growing on a high scale is known as crop. Understand this. That's a definition. I don't have to read it. Let's move. So the next one is crop and their types. There are three types of crop: Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid crop. Many people get confuses in between, but I think you can just invent some mnemonics on this. That's what you can do. But yeah, you have to remember it. Rabi crop are the one which is in the winter. So that's a winter crop. I'm giving you 30 seconds to think about the examples. This is from July to October, the Kharif one. And this is summer crop. The Zaid one, they are March to, actually they're also the summer crop, but the season is different. So March to June. In March to June, what vegetable, what fruits used to be there? Whenever it's rainy season a little, and then it's about to be rainy season, not rainy season. It's actually very, very high temperature. Mango, watermelon, muskmelon. You remember these examples? Yes, they are the Zaid crop. Now let me give you examples. Kharif are rice, corn, soybean, sugarcane, groundnut, and cotton. RCSSGC. Can you make something out of it? RCSSGC. You can remember it just like that. You don't have to make a mnemonic then. Wheat, oats, chickpea, mustard, almond, and broccoli. WOCMAB. Okay, you remember it as vocab. Just skip the A here. And here also you can make something. Give your time and invent it. These are the examples. Summer is cucumber, watermelon, muskmelon, bitter gourd. इसी season में आता है सब कुछ. This is Zaid crop. Yeah, actually mainly Zaid crop is a summer crop, I would say, because यहीं पे ज़्यादा गर्मी होती है. So, but that's in the July itself. So yeah, I'm done with the types of crop. Now, if you have any doubt, you know what you have to do till the time. Let's move forward. Next thing. Now, you are a farmer and you are growing a crop. Now, in basic, I'm telling you all the steps that you would be following. You will be sowing it. You will be preparing the soil first. You will make the soil ready and then you will sow the seeds. You will give it all the nutrients that is needed and then you will water it up. Then you will protect it from any kind of external damage that can be a weed, and then you will do harvesting, the cutting thing, then you will store it up. On the right side, this is another picture, sowing, irrigation, harvesting, and let's start from the soil preparation. I forgot it again, but these are the steps that we will be following. In this chapter, we have to learn all these things in detail, and that's really interesting chapter because then you will consider yourself comparatively an intelligent person when it comes to gardening. Gardening videos are also good. You can follow some. Anyways, the first thing that we have to talk about is preparation of the soil. Imagine you're growing a crop. You cannot grow it just like that on any cell which is not even ready. Any soil which is not even having the water enough. It's dry. You need to give it water. It needs to be settled down. We have to prepare the soil. If a question come in your paper, why soil preparation is needed, you can clearly write it. Right? अच्छा, एक चीज याद आ रही है मुझे. One thing is important. 1 mark question can come in your paper. What is agriculture? So you can define that. I'm just writing on. Achha, I'll write it on the last screen itself. That question actually can come. So agriculture. Agar means it means field. AGER, to be very frank. And cultura means cultivation. So cultivating on the field. Fine. 70% of Indian population, we just depend upon the agriculture. Now let's come back to the point I was talking about, the soil preparation. So basically, soil preparation, this is the very first step that we have to follow, and soil should have a proper water, nutrients, and everything. We need to, follow certain steps for this, and in any of the method, guys, in this chapter that we'll be learning, there will be 2 kind of things. One will be the traditional method that our ancestors have been using since forever, and one will be the modern method that we are following now. Okay, so for preparation of soil, there are certain things. One is ploughing, and then there is leveling, level it up properly, and then there will be manuring. We have to manure it up. So these are the things that we have to cover. So manuring is like simply giving the manure. Manuring thing I'll teach you in the next part also comparatively in detail. For now, just remember ploughing and leveling, what these things are. We cut the soil and then we level it up. What are the machines? Let's take a look. So first is ploughing, which is of course also known as tilling. That means loosening and turning off the soil. Now, guys, this is a process where a lump of the soil, they will properly break up, and all the weeds, all the waste material, they'll be mixed up in the water, in the soil. So the soil after cutting will be having the crop residue, weeds, debris, everything will be mixed up in it with the help of ploughing because soil has been turned up. Now, the ploughing, this is done with the help of a plough or plough. It is a particular shape. Do I? Okay. I thought there's no diagram for it. I have a diagram added up. Okay. So basically, if a question come in your paper, what is the need? Did I add it? Let me just. No, it's not added. Okay. So if a question come in your paper, what is the need or use of ploughing? I think you can clearly write it. It helps in penetrating the plant properly into the soil. You may say that the plant roots, simply saying, they can completely and smoothly penetrate inside soil. And then you can say it allows the soil to have air trapped in it, air spaces, because plant roots also needs to do the gaseous exchange of oxygen and CO2 that happen with the help of air spaces. And when there are more air spaces, water can also uphold in it. So this makes the soil very healthy for the growth of the plant. And also ploughing is really very important in removing the weeds and the debris, because it just cut up and it's become as a manure now. So in removing the weeds, so you can just write all this point. So the need or the importance of ploughing is clear to you. Now let's take a look how ploughing is done. Ploughing is mainly done by 3 ways. I'm just writing it up on the same screen, guys. Ploughing is mainly done by 3 ways. One is plough, next is hoe, and the third one is cultivator. These are the three ways through which we cut and turn the soil up.